Hello, 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 fun food fans. It's Karen Ricks, head chef of our kitchen classroom, and I'm super excited to jump on here on YouTube again and share with you some of my feedback, some of my thoughts as we're continuing to dive deeply into the wild and wonderful world of world schooling with this week's Virtual Worldschooling Summit. There are so many different presenters, so many different speakers, so many experts in their field with lots of different perspectives and experience to share. It's really just amazing. And I love the fact that I have an opportunity to kind of meet and get to know other world schoolers that I have never heard of before, that I don't know anything about, that we have so much in common with, but mostly people who have some really incredible things and helpful reminders of a great way to adopt the sort of world schooling mindset in your regular everyday life. Because quite frankly, that's what world schooling is, right? I mean, this is our life. And so it was a nice reminder to get a chance to listen to Fatima Mukadam today as she was talking about 3D well-being. It was a perfectly timely approach to, well, exactly what I needed today after an immersive experience in Albanian all morning long. Having somebody remind me that 3D wellness, that health and wellness wasn't just about my physical well-being, but actually having an opportunity to step back and take a look at my mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being as well. And so, after a morning being immersed in Albanian, I not only needed a nap, but kind of a brain break. So I also find that, when I need a little attitude, a little mental adjustment, some comedy is great. And wouldn't you know, I hopped on and I had a chance to catch a little bit of Veer Das. And his new special is absolutely hilarious, not to mention educational. So there's another great aspect. You can throw in a little comedy and gain a little bit of extra cultural competency and global knowledge, a little history. He kept sending me back to check out some historical events of which I was not aware in Indian history. And so after having a chance to laugh a little bit and rest a little bit, I jumped back into the World Schooling Summit, and wouldn't you know, I had a chance to listen to Azizi Berglund. Now, you know that anybody who loves food and wants to encourage children to cook is going to be somebody that is definitely on my list of people to catch up with. And Azizi and I have exchanged a few messages virtually, haven't had a chance to meet yet in person, but after hearing how passionate she is about encouraging young children and exploring the nutritional value of all the various plant-based things that they can enjoy, I have a feeling we get along splendidly. In fact, I was reminded that even though we as a family don't follow a strictly plant-based diet, it's actually one of the reasons that I'm continually fascinated with Indian cuisine, because there are a lot of just naturally vegetarian or vegan dishes in the cuisine. And so it was great to go from that, what she was talking about, to having a chance to listen to Bevan Clare and having an herbalist who is going to talk about health and how to stock up your pantry on herbal medicines and things. I have a feeling my husband is over here rolling his eyes like, oh yeah, all that hippy-dippy medicine and stuff. But what was really cool is that so many of the things she was talking about are not actually in my medicine cabinet. They're in our kitchen, of course, here in our kitchen classroom. Food is medicine, and I know just how nourishing and restorative good food and drink can be. So I was encouraged when she was talking about stimulating the gut with a few extra fermented products before traveling, because I just happen to have a fun and funky little fermentation project going on here in our kitchen classroom. You'll have to stay tuned. Pop over into our Play With Your Food group. I'll be giving up more details on that probably over the weekend. I think that's when that particular project will be about done. But I was also really excited to see what Bevan Clare was talking about with her grocery store meds, because of course, everything she was talking about, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my pantry. And as I was looking not only at this beautiful picture that she has on this slide, but I was reminded of some of the key spices that we have and something that I tend to keep around often. This is just a cinnamon stick, something else that I found here locally in Albania. And there was another learning opportunity, learning all the names of the different herbs and spices and even the whole grains that I wanted to dive into as I started cooking in a new country. That's another fun project that I've had kind of percolating on the back burner there. We'll have to come back to that one. But of course, as I'm looking at all these beautiful whole spices she's got on her slide there, all I could think about was masala chai. And that's something else that we absolutely love to keep around. It's great not only for a little bit of delicious sipping, but for personal self-care. It's soothing and nurturing. It contains probably half a dozen different herbs and spices, depending on where we are and what we have access to. So it's really powerfully fragrant and aromatic. In fact, you can use some of the techniques that I've been sharing recently in our Play With Your Food group to bring out all those extra flavors. And I was talking about some of those very Indian techniques, but as I looked at this beautiful masala chai, which is probably going to disappear pretty quickly, I realized it's time to make a new one. In fact, because this is the week of love, I think we might spice it up with a little bit of chocolate. So, if chocolate is right up your alley and you're looking not only to boost your health and wellness, but you also want to spread the love, pop over in our Play With Your Food group this weekend. I'll share exactly how that comes together. And yes, like I said, we love good food and we love to share. And it's exciting to see all these exciting people, all these exciting ideas, and all these exciting different perspectives and experience come together in this Virtual World Schooling Summit. Now, my special little talk about how slow food plays such a big part in our world schooling journey is up this Friday. So make sure that you get registered. I'll be sure to leave the link in the notes to this video. I hope you are enjoying this Virtual World Schooling Summit just as much as I am. I'm going to be off to sip some chai and get a little bit more work done before heading off to bed. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you back again tomorrow. Take care.